All right. If anyone's already here, you can talk to me in the chat. I am going to try to figure out how to screen share on this new idea we're doing, this YouTube live idea. All right. Let me find our slides here. Oh, for crying out loud. All right. Doggone. What were the chances? Got it. Got it. I'm going to learn how to use this thing where we can have our intro music back, all the fun stuff that we usually do with Zoom to keep us all entertained. Erica, you can't hear me at all? How's my audio? Okay. That was probably when I had accidentally muted. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Let's try this. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh, crap. I just realized now I don't know how to move it around. All right. Let's see. Is it moving? Okay. Oh my goodness. We can totally do this. I swear. Oh my gosh. All right. If audio's good. Hi, whoever has just joined us. Thank you for joining. You got to tell me your name. I see the house in the woods. Is that you, Michelle? I'm all, wait, is that you? It might not be. Sorry if it's not. Okay. Okay. And yes, Erica, I can see the chat. All right. I am not going to be able to look at that anymore. We got this. Yes, it's Michelle. Okay. Yay, good. We're amongst friends while we learn this new thing. Oh, I was so nervous. All right. So we're obviously super early. Now I got to figure out how to fill up this next 5 minutes because I did not plan anything to fill it because I thought I was going to be troubleshooting the whole time. So talk to me in the chat. How are you doing? Erica, please do let me know if there's ever audio issues. I'm going to try to remember to stay very close to my screen. And the only thing that's going to be super annoying is any of you who are watching this recording, because I know some of you will, you've already told me you couldn't come and you're going to watch it. Please know that you can fast forward a few minutes in to get to the actual presentation. Patty's here. Hi, Patty. I really like how quickly I can see chat on this one. So this is going to be a little bit more interactive. I like that. All right. And Erica, help me if there's any questions for the end that happen while I'm talking, but if the chat moves fast, can you grab those and stick them on that same doc? And I'm either, if we don't have time to answer them tonight, I'll probably make a video to answer them. But will you grab any questions that I don't see or don't get to? I forgot to ask you that earlier. Thank you, Miss Erica Lewis, for adminning our chat tonight. She's amazing. She's the best. All right, y'all. Do you have a notebook and pen or pencil, whatever is your preference, or do you take notes on your device? I know people who do that. I still need my papers and my pens, and I'm a paper and pen girl. Grab that. because there's going to be quite a bit of really good stuff thrown at you tonight, and you might want to jot some stuff down. All right, let's see how this goes. About 1 more minute and I will officially start, just because I don't want to make those of you who are here wait much longer. Hopefully this is going to be so much easier for people to view. Zoom is wonderful. I love Zoom. I have no complaints, but I realize it's like, it's not an app. It is an app, but it's not an app like this, like where you guys can just go on your phone, or even where you could have got this notification to pop up and just be on your phone doing stuff while you're attending, So that's what I love about the idea of YouTube Live for these public things. Obviously, I have to figure something out for the private stuff, for Hub and Success Circle and Academy. But I love that. And if my suspicions are true, I think more people are going to be able to actually jump in and out tonight. Hey, Marion. Good to see you, Miss Marion. Always so good to see you, woman. All right, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull up slides, and we're going to get started. And the screen share is super easy, guys, by the way. If any of you are considering doing this for your for your audience. Super easy, I said, as I took forever to find it. Okay. Thank you for coming to our call to coaching. We have had this event before, but this is the first of this one. It has been revamped. And really, I like to do these for people who just want to know what we're all about, but also for those of you who truly are looking at your next step in, I feel called to this thing. But I'm overwhelmed, or there's just so many options in front of me, and I need to figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing with this. Some people might even attend this to even figure out if they are called. So I actually include a section tonight, how to know you're called. And the reason I emphasize being called to coaching is because it is such deep soul work, not just for the people we're serving. Obviously for them, it is. It's a form of a healing process, right? But it's also a deep, not just burden that we have, those of us that feel called, but it's a deep knowing for us, and then a deep growth process for us as those who feel called to this. So I just think it's so beautiful to remind ourselves we are called. This thing is not just a career choice or just a side gig. And so I think you're really going to enjoy what I'm going to share with you tonight. So if anyone is viewing this and you're brand new to us, I'm Coach Bess, and I am the founder of this amazing community. We're the Christian Health Coach community, and we have been around for over 10 years now. And I've been doing my health coaching and my business for over 13, almost 14 years now. So super excited that you have found us, however that was, if you found us here on YouTube or through other ways. I know we've had so many new amazing people joining our community recently through ads we're running on Facebook, which has been super exciting. You guys are full of energy. I cannot get over how special all of you are. And I'm so excited that you found us, and we get to work beside you as you move towards what you feel God is telling you to do in this role. But our community, like I said, has been around for over 10 years. Actually, I think it's going on 11 years now. What happened was, when I was health coaching all those years ago, full time, I had so many peers of mine that were either offline or online that knew what I was doing, and they were doing something similar or had a desire to do something like this. And so they started asking me, how are you doing that? And how'd you get that booking? And how do you have enough clients? And all the things that they would ask me, how do you, know what to share with them, what the process should be for them? I would just freely share. And so this community was born out of that, out of just a need. And as I share tonight, that's what I'm going to talk over and over about in different ways. The need that's out there for you, but also the need that you might be feeling in your life for this community and this calling on your life. All right. And these are just pictures, real life pictures of some of the beautiful, amazing coaches in our community. We do have guys too, by the way. We've had several guy graduates out of our academy, and we've had guys in and out of our hub and success circle and free community. So just so you know, there's guys. I just never got their permission to share their pictures. We are majority women so far. And we're all over the world, y'all. I'm kind of humbled and blown away. We're in Australia, England, Canada, Philippines. I'm forgetting some countries. We're somewhere in South America and another country in Europe. And this is nothing that I ever set out to do. So God is doing it. I think He is bringing the people who need what we have here, which is a pathway for you, a support system for you. He's bringing those people that want to do this and want to live out this calling into our space. And it's just the most exciting thing. And then we are all over the US, coast to coast, literally. We have people almost in every state, but we're down now to about 28 to 30 states again. So super exciting how much it's grown. And you guys, just each one of you that comes on board and joins this community. And when I say we're in those states and in those countries, I actually mean certified Christian health coaches who went through our academy. So I want to be super clear. We might be in every state. We probably need to take a poll of our free communities. But I want to be clear that we are actually graduating and equipping and empowering Christian health coaches who are certified in 28 plus states and in 5 or 6 countries. Pretty darn exciting. So our mission and vision, and I know that this is yours too, and that's why you're here, and it's to bring hope and healing in transformational ways to everyone we touch. And I feel like that's what you and I are doing every single day, even in those chat conversations that you're having with people who are struggling, hurting, going through something, and they come to you, but all the way to those relationships where you're actually coaching through your business ministry. So we talked about the need is so great. And the reason I want to emphasize this is I think many people are actually not aware of how wide open the health coaching market is right now. Even if you feel like you are surrounded by health coaches, that could have to do with who's in your feed and how your algorithm is feeding things to you, because I'm going to give you some numbers here tonight that might blow your mind. We are by no means a saturated market. I'm going to say that again. This is not a saturated market. And even if it was, that would just prove to me how high the demand is for what we do. But it is not by any means. And I'm going to show you what I mean here in a second. But it's because there's not enough of us actively health coaching. There's many, many, many who have gone out and explored this, maybe dipped their toes in the water by getting a certificate, coaching a couple people. But there are very few who have committed their full-time work to this or committed themselves fully to this work. Okay? Very few. So the other thing that we found, and I actually did not add that statistic here, so you guys might be reading these statistics while I'm talking, which I encourage you to do. But another statistic is Suzanne Penn shared this with us at one of our last meetings. She's one of our amazing mentors on our team here. That it is slated that our field, and in health coaching specifically, is supposed to double. I think both in need and us filling the need, but it's going to double between now and 2030. And actually that started back in 2021. So we're in the middle of tremendous growth in this field. Now, I remember back when I started, going on 14 years ago, I remember how wide open it was then. In fact, most people didn't even know, when I would speak to them about it, what a health coach was initially. They didn't know we were something that could help them with their healthy living journey, changing their habits. It was amazing to me when it started kind of taking off, because I spent quite a few of my hours in those early years just educating those around me of what I even did and how I could help them. So you guys are in such a beautiful time in this thing, because many, many other pioneers, even before me, the health coaching field is about 20 to 25 years old. Uh, we went ahead and did that awareness and made those partnerships with corporations and churches and schools and organizations. So there's been so much pioneering happening that you guys are coming into this. Some of you might be here, you might be seasoned. So you were part of that pioneering, and I just want to thank you and applaud you. But for many of you who are new to this or newly exploring it, uh, you know, this is the perfect time. I don't know how else to say it. This is the perfect time for you. A lot of that hard awareness work has been done. Not only that, I've spent the last 10 years consistently revamping, re-adding, reorganizing, re-getting ready to be able to empower and equip multitudes of you with programs and systems and a method that actually works in building this business. So you don't even have to reinvent how to do this thing from the ground up. And let me tell you, Erica was there at the beginning with me back in 2012. Her and I connected. It might have even been 2011. So I would have only been in business a few months to a year. And we connected and worked together for a while. And she helped me put a lot of my materials together for my health coaching business and for the church groups that we were forming and the study that we published and the 14-day challenges that we were running. And so she knows we had to invent a lot of that. And my goal and my heart is that I can take what's been proven to work and just revamp it and put it into a usable system for you. And so, even though you're here tonight to learn about your call to coaching, and we are going to dig deep into that, I do want to let you know, and you will get value just from spending this hour with me, okay? For the next few minutes, you will get value from this that you can take away if we never see each other again. But I want to let you know that in full transparency, I might share at the end. I definitely will share the programs that I have available to you, because I've taken a lot of that hard hours and hours of prep work out of it for you. And so I want to make this easier for you to get into the coaching seat in front of these people that we're looking at right now, the need numbers that we're looking at right now. These are not numbers. These are humans with stories, hearts that are hurting, souls that feel dried up and discouraged. They are people who are hitting walls with the medical system, people who have tried every kind of diet there is, and they don't believe they can overcome it anymore. So I want to see you helping them as quickly as possible, not spending all your hours putting materials together, inventing a program, coming up with the system, figuring it out on your own. That's why we're here. That's why the Christian Health Coach community and academy are here. All right, let me go to the next page because I'll spend forever on this. I get really passionate about the people we help, because I had the incredible honor of helping so many, from partnering with a corporation, a call center here in Tucson as their on-site health coach. I helped young people, older people, single mamas, very sick lady who ended up passing away while we were working together. But what she overcame so much spiritually and overcame in her, I just can't even explain to you what she did in her spirit, that I was at peace even though she passed away. I helped church groups and retirement communities, and I can just go on because I see their faces and I hear their stories again, and I remember their breakthrough moments, and I remember how it felt when they would write me an email, or the lady who passed away actually wrote me a full letter thanking me and telling me what happened for her. You guys are going to make such deep differences for people. Those of you who are already coaching, you already are. You're making deep differences for people. And you and I know it goes well beyond teaching someone how to eat better. So I want to see you doing that as soon as possible. All right. Okay, so here's more about the need. We know that our situation here is dire. I get excited about this one too, and not in a good way. I get stressed because these numbers were back in like 2017 and they have not gotten better. They've gotten worse. Okay. This number, 80% of people never having been offered health coaching or even knowing that it's available to them, has gotten worse, believe it or not. This is what I mean by our market is not saturated. There is not enough of us. We need more of us doing what God's asking us to do in our role because we are not reaching enough people yet. So the market is wide open to you, okay? Here's a final number, and then we'll stop talking about the depressing side of this. But there's 350 million people in the US, give or take. I heard recently it was more like 360 some. There's only 128,000 of us on record. I believe there's more than that now. But I also know that not all of those 128,000 are working, and especially not working at this as a full commitment. So even if they were working, and even if it was only 350 million people, that's only one health coach for every 2,735 people. Do you now believe me about how desperately you are needed and that there's room for you at this table and we need you health coaching? I want to say also, we talk all the time, health coaching, health coach this, health coach community, health coaches on a mission. I want to expand on that. We are not just health coaches. There are beautiful difference makers in this community, even now, who are life coaches, relationship, marriage coaches. I've even worked with financial coaches on their businesses and helping them grow. We have fitness trainers, nutritionists. We have lots of medical professionals who are looking into the holistic side and looking to partner with their holistic side. We have nurse practitioners galore. We have MAs, CNAs, RNs, retired nurses, and doctors. Guys, this is not limited to one role. I believe that much of what I'm going to share and am sharing with you tonight can be related to multiple roles within that idea of helping people, empowering people to make better choices for their health, whatever that looks like. And as clear as I want to be that we don't get into fundamentals here, we don't teach diets, there are some things we're very clear on. Otherwise, we're not, because God has told you, and you're a big girl or guy, and you've heard from him. And so he's shown you what you're to do with this. I even worked with a coach recently that some of you guys, I was going to say, don't even want to do the actual coaching. And that's okay too. She wants to create and sell printables that moms can teach their kids, grandmas can teach their grandkids. She wants to create and sell healthy printable tools for healthy living. That's amazing. That's powerful. That could be, the reach on that could just be huge. So please know that this is not limited to one role, meaning one thing. And our vision is as a community to change those depressing numbers we just saw together and invite you in to help do that. Okay. If any of you here are new, those of you who are already in the community, I want to empower you to do that. I want to help you bust through anything that's holding you back. That's why we have our Health Coaches on a Mission group, these workshops, the trainings that we do, those challenges that we do. We've got another one coming up later this month, a 3-day free challenge. That's why we do them, to help you bust through and stick with this, because you are called. So here's how you'll know whether you are among the called. I've heard so many different stories from you, so that's what I'm pulling these from, your personal stories. Some of you have said you feel it so deeply. It's that nudge that you can't get rid of. You tried to run from it. You went back to school. You went back to work. You did your things, and you came back and said, Bess, I can't escape it. It's so heavy on my heart. You might know you're called because you feel aligned to this. And you guys know that's something you just know in your knower. Some of this just has to do, it's just between you and God, and you just know it in your knower. that you are aligned to this. This aligns with what you've always been doing, maybe for free for people or for family and friends. It aligns with your values. You feel at peace, even though you're scared, stiff to go through with it. It's aligned. You feel that. Some of you have actually shared with me, one of you actually told me that you heard him speak Christian, whatever, and it was something like Christian health coach, but it was a term, and you didn't even know what that was. So I think God does it all different ways for all of us, right? And you looked it up and you found our academy and you went through it, and now you're one of our mentors, and that's a powerful, powerful journey there. And you have been coaching and fitness teaching and goosebumps. So here's how you'll know. When you seek his guidance for you, is this from you or is this just me wanting something? He will keep leading you back to it if it's for you. He will open doors for you and make a way, and you will get the confirmation that you need in different ways. Now, it does take some qualities to make it as a Christian health coach or Christian wellness entrepreneur. We can say that. That kind of covers those other roles we talked about. You'll need a servant heart. I say that because my first 2 to 3 years of business, that was what kept me in business, because let me tell you, I did not make enough money to stay in business. It was that servant heart that God put on my heart. This is what I want you doing as a ministry business. And even doing this as a full-fledged business, even those of you who are replacing JOBs, which we will talk about in a second, ways to do that, you still want this to be your guiding value, because your people will feel it and it will prosper you. I know it doesn't sound right. It sounds like we got to chase money to get money. No. When we serve and serve wholeheartedly, God opens the floodgates of heaven, you guys. Now we need to be wise. We need to know how to price properly, package our services, advertise properly, market. That's why I have all the support systems I have in this community, because I want to teach you that. But being servant-hearted is a pillar value that will take you so far in this. You're going to need the ability to faith walk this business out. Nobody's business journey is the same as anybody else's. And it's frustrating for me as a leader that I can't tell you, oh, if you follow this, and this, it's going to be exactly like mine. Thank God it's not exactly like mine. There were too many headaches in there along the way. And also, God's got something so unique for you. He wants to grow you and equip you so that you are able to handle the promotions he's got in store for you in the future. So you have to walk your own journey, but you got to be on a faith walk, and you have to embrace that it's a faith walk. And there are days that is really hard to do. Any business, I think, involves that. You got to have teachability where your hearts and minds are open to learning from the best of the best, or learning from those who have gone before you. Just keep your minds and hearts open that you don't know it all yet. And as soon as we think we do, speaking for myself here, the minute I think I've arrived at something, God humbles me by teaching me through something hard. So I definitely want to stay humble in this journey to avoid future hard lessons. But that teachability, I think, goes hand in hand with humility. You have to have a desire to grow into this role. Like we just said, the process of this is going to grow you. Be grace-driven towards yourself and everyone around you. When I'm working with clients, when I'm working with you guys in the community, if I don't put grace as a guiding filter, I can come across curt, rude even. I lose my patience. I don't like myself when I don't have grace as a pillar, one of my pillar values. And so I'm constantly reminded, he has so much grace with me. Who am I to think I even deserve any bit of what I'm walking in right now? I will have grace with others the way he has had with me. He never ceases to have grace with me, and I want him to. And so I need to have grace with those around me. And that's another one that brings those uncountable blessings back to you. And then I have here that spirit of excellence. I think that goes through things like our self-discipline, the way we deliver on things. Are we being a person of our word? Um, in our own habits during the day? Are we taking care of ourselves while we grow this thing? There's so many ways you can frame spirit of excellence, but that is a guiding value around here. And let me tell you, people notice. Your people, your clients, your community, your peers will notice that you are a person of excellence, and it will go before you and pave the way for you. I promise. Let's get into the exciting part and talk about the opportunities that are available to you to connect with others, partner with others, and or work this on your own. So that's how I want to start with the opportunities. Let's talk about who you can partner with. Now, I still recommend, because of my own experience in my partnering over the years, I still set up and established my own business as the umbrella. Financial umbrella, legal umbrella. It's the Best Blanco or B3 Enterprises, whatever we called it way back then. That's what it still is today, LLC. Okay. And that protects me because that's my umbrella. Now, when I go to be a contractor or partner coach or do some one-time assignments for others, it's everything gets run through my business, and it simplifies my legal, financial, and authoritative position. So I recommend that, but I know that some of you are just looking for employee opportunities as well. So I wanted to include all the options in here. You can be a contractor for another organization, which is legally you're set up under yourself, but they issue you I think it's a 1099, right, Erica? I could be saying this wrong. And you do whatever part-time work for them that they need you to do. So in my case, they found me on LinkedIn, by the way. I did not have all the qualifications their listing was asking for, but I wasn't going out for it. They were reaching out to me on LinkedIn, and this has actually happened multiple times over my time in this business. So I really recommend, if you're looking to be a partner coach in any way or a contract coach in any way, and or be an actual employee for another company as a health coach, definitely look into setting up a powerful LinkedIn presence. Now, this does not mean you have to post on there all the time. I did not. It meant that I had to keep my listing current, stay current with how LinkedIn was working, and respect and abide by that. So several opportunities have come to me through LinkedIn, and they were powerful and they changed me. And one of them was that call center on-site health coach, and that was part-time. So it was perfect. It was part-time, and I still was able to work my business full-time. So I'm just listing all these opportunities for you guys. And those of you who are on our email list, which I'm going to have Erica give you a link to get on our 1-year business plan email list, because that's our new one right now. That's the one that our ad is running to. And you'll get that free business plan if you join. But those of you who are already on our email list, you are going to get all of these slides in a PDF that you can click through in an email later. So you do not have to frantically take these notes. But if anyone is attending or watching this later, please sign up on the list so that you can get this PDF, or just tag me in the comments. However, get a hold of me so that you can get on our list. All right. I wanted to share with you one of the opportunities that came my way through LinkedIn so that you would have evidence, because so many times I feel like I'm throwing these statistics and opportunities and contract ideas at you, but I've never shown you the proof. And this was one that I actually I didn't even go through with an interview because I knew I looked at the listing, by the way. I couldn't find it again for you, and I'm so sorry. But I went right away to the listing, and I was like, well, if it's part-time, I might be interested. I'm always hustling. Well, it wasn't. It was full-time. It was remote, meaning I could do it from my home, but it was full-time hours. But they wanted to pay for this particular position, y'all, for this company. They wanted to pay $82,000 a year. So for those of you who are looking at this as a career change or potential career, I've got some more numbers I'm bringing your way. I wanted you to see this proof. Okay? They do exist. Here are multiple other listings that have been given to me on LinkedIn as job picks for me. And I clicked through multiple of them to make sure that they were legit. What were the hours like? Could people work from home? They usually say on here remote, and that means you can work from home. You don't have to move. A whole bunch of them were in the 40-some thousand to 60-some thousand range. So I will say that the one that the guy emailed me, which I was so honored that he emailed me from my LinkedIn profile, and this is just a couple years ago, y'all. It was like 2022 or even, no, it was last year, y'all. It was last year. I couldn't believe it. And he wanted me to be a senior lead health coach. So it's all about having your name, reputation, because it's not just that my info is on LinkedIn. My reputation is on LinkedIn. Okay, guys? So start building your reputation there. At one time, they had a feature where our peers on there could mark off our skills out of these skill clouds. Do you guys remember that? Anybody who was on LinkedIn years and years ago? So those are still there, and they act like testimonials for you. And then I did a lot of work in the early days, making sure I would go to my people and say, can you go here on LinkedIn and write me a testimonial? Guys, I have like 15 testimonials on there. I don't know if they're actually still there, but last time I looked, they were. So it's not just about putting your name out there. It's about building your skills and building your presence and building your reputation out there. I don't think that guy reached out to me because I'm however many years in the business. I think he reached out to me because of that evidence. All right. I pulled this off of Google to give those of you who are looking for this for career and salaries, to give you a place to start, just a range for you to kind of understand what the pay could be like out there. So again, you're going to get all this to read more for yourself in great detail later in an email. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. 50 to 80 tends to be, when you're salaried and working for someone else, tends to be the norm. Now, I'm going to get into some more opportunities that are available to you that don't have anything to do with working for anyone else. Because that's where I have been able to shine, is in building my own business over the years. Okay. What I have pictured here is me with my first book. That was my first book. Oh, goodness. Years and years ago, that was when we first published that book, and when I was traveling and speaking for it and selling books everywhere. Erica, weren't those exciting times? Man, it's the best memories ever. And the testimonials that we got just from that humble little book, which we still have and we still use, but thankfully it has a much more beautiful new cover. And then these are 3 of our most recent, not the last class, but a class before that, graduates from our academy. And the reason I have them here is they're all doing something different in their business with what they achieved. Okay. So they're all doing, one is a fitness trainer. She does Zumba. She does wellness workshops. Another one sells some healthcare from an MLM, partners that with her business and does coaching. And then the other one does a lot of ministry and family-focused coaching and ministry. I love that. And if I got into it with all of our newest graduates, we could have story after story. All right, but let me actually read you what I had to share with you here. Sorry for moving that around. Here are other ways that you can make money and build your own business as a health coach or wellness entrepreneur, if that's something you want to head more towards. So you set up your own business, you're offering coaching services and or products for sale. These can be digital products, physical products, merch, as people like to call it. You can be an influencer on social media where you just teach healthy living and build up TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. If that's more your style, you like to display your life and show what you're doing. People love that stuff, guys. And some of these healthy living influencers are making big bucks on their videos. That's crazy to me. Okay. You can be a contractor for other organizations. We talked about that. You can be a speaker. run workshops, offer talks, write a book or two, and do your speaking around that and be selling the book. You can put out recipe books, fitness moves in a book or DVD or however, digitally, a digital download, or courses and classes through an LMS, a learning management system. There's so many ways that you can display the gifts and the calling that God's given you. You can partner with other MLM companies like this lovely lady does. Affiliate sales is another way, especially for those of you who are blogging successfully or looking to blog successfully, and or vlogging, like YouTube channel building. Or if you're looking to build a super serious email list and just market to that email list and serve them in a Facebook group. There's so many ways to do this. You don't even have to pick one way over the other. You can also partner all of these ways together down the road as you get good at each one and partner them in and bring them in and add it as another income stream to this business. I will say though, coaching appointments themselves and coaching groups. So challenges like my 14-day challenges that we ran for years and years, we ran them the same challenge over and over, but we would change up the theme based on the season, but it'd be the same challenge and we would tell them that. We filled those over and over, and we moved those challengers into the next offering, which was like closer to $100, and it was a 4-week group coaching course, and then we would move them into my private coaching or 12-week semi-private coaching groups. Okay, so this was kind of my cycle over the years. I would move people through, and be able to serve at lower cost level into mid cost level into higher price level. And I loved it because they were seeing change, experiencing relief, having hope again at each level. And of course, the one-on-one coaching pays the best because that is your VIP offering. Of course, that's a higher sale, and that's how you can fill your financial needs quicker. But there are creative multitudes of ways to serve people, more people at the downstream level where everybody can afford it. And then later filter in the ones that are super serious about getting close to you and having that one-on-one time with you to really seriously see some change take place in their lives. And they're going to be powerful testimonials because they needed you bad enough. You know what I mean? They're putting in the effort. The other thing is they will refer people to you, and before you know it, you will be building a referral business. Can I just encourage those of you who've been at this a while? There is a way for you to strongly build a referral-based business. And so that's something we need to talk more about. If you are with me in Hub, Success Circle, or Academy, let's talk about that because that took a lot of the feast and famine strain off of me as a younger business owner. And I would like to share with you how I did that. And I've briefly given you an overview right here. The challenges, the 4 weeks, the 12 weeks, and then the one-on-one coaching. I had funnels. They knew what the next step would be with me. There was always some free way that I was serving. And there was always satisfaction at the free and low cost ways. And that's what brought, I think, the referrals. When someone is genuinely satisfied, they're going to tell everyone about it. Or people ask them, oh my gosh, you're doing so much better. Or you look so good. Or you've lost some weight. People ask them and they will tell them. Okay, I got off track there. Another way to create income or another income stream for your called business could be creating and running healthy living memberships. Memberships are all the rage now, and I'm starting to see why. It's working really well as a model in my current business. I did use membership model for about a year and a half as a health coach. And now that I know what I know now about running a membership and how to advertise it, I think I would have done a whole heck of a lot better. But we didn't do too shabby. Some of you were there with me in that membership, either as clients or as peers, because I brought in a couple peer coaches to help me out. And I know Trish helped me for a while doing fitness. It was a blast. It was our Fresh Start Club. Anyway, now that I know how to teach you guys how to do it, I think it would go a lot better as far as sales and making enough money from it. But memberships are another amazing way to reach a larger amount of the population and be serving them while you're reserving that VIP time that costs your client more for those one-on-ones, okay? For that top level of your funnel. All right. Okay. If you guys are asking questions, we are going to have time to answer them. So please know that you can ask questions in the chat. Erica's keeping an eye on it for me. I have not been able to look at the chat for a little while because I get really distracted. I have ADHD, I'm pretty sure. So please know that I will get to your questions if you're asking them. And please feel free to ask them because we have like 20 minutes left here and I'm almost done. Okay, so I said it. I think I said all the things. Employee, contractor, TikTok, YouTube, blogging, selling for other companies, the coaching itself, challenges, memberships, digital services, digital products. And we talk all the time in this industry about evergreen, always looking to build that evergreen income stream. And what that is looking at what you can put in place that can pay you for a while and not just be a one-time launch or one-time special or one-time sale. You need to be putting things in place that continue to operate automated systems and pay you and pay you and pay you for the work that you did initially. And I've gotten really good at this side of things. And so it's something that I teach quite a bit and we talk about quite a bit in the Hub, Success Circle, and Academy. Okay. One last thing I want to share with you. I think I took it out of the slideshow. Doggone it. So sorry about that. Let me pull down this slideshow for now. Oh, I guess I didn't pull it down. Okay. Okay. So the benefits of building this called business that you know by now that you are called to is you will never do this alone or be at a loss for direction because our CSO, our Chief Spiritual Officer, he's our CEO, our CFO, our CSO, he's everything to us. He guides us daily. We are not doing this thing without him. There is no way. Even just these last couple months, I would not be in business without him, without his wisdom, without his guidance, without his comfort, without his grace. So we need him every step of the way. But you also won't be alone because you found us. And this community is a warm, beautiful space where we see you as a person. You have a life, you have a story, you have a wealth of knowledge before you ever met us. We have so much to learn from you, and we have so much we can share with you if you want. Another benefit of building is you can expect a reward for every effort you are putting in place with this thing. Not just a reward here on earth, by the way, but eternal reward. The work that we're doing is so powerful, y'all. I'm going to tell you a story here in a second. You will profit financially from your work as you build your business. I guarantee it. Even when I struggled and didn't make enough, I always made money. Even when I was bedridden with my own illness and was struggling to continue to work from bed, I still made money. The finances are there when you're doing the work. You can do it all, stumble through all of it, and still make money at this business. But you will profit financially. And if I have anything to do with it, you will do better than I did in my early years. You'll sleep with satisfaction at night, knowing your life's work honors God and that you're in that place He called you to. The growth experience that will happen inside of you there's no price we can put on that. And I know because I'm a completely different person now than I was when I started. This always gets me a little bit emotional because my family knows I'm a completely different person. The ones who have known me this long know that I'm a completely different person. God has grown me because I've had to grow to remain in this role and to be a health coach and to minister and to bring hope and healing. You'll grow daily. No lessons learned, even if they're hard, are wasted. I take comfort in that because I learn a lot of hard lessons, it feels like, all the time. They're not wasted when we serve God, though. He uses them. You'll meet other incredible people and form lifelong relationships. Again, I mentioned Erica, but she's not the only one. Trish and Brenda and so many people here, we've known each other for years, like 9, ish plus years. Many of us have met in real life and bonded that way. The relationships here are so deep and so beautiful, and I am so thankful. And I just know that you will make those connections here in this community and by building your business out there as you network, as you build, as you meet people, as they bring people to you. That part for me is like always Christmas. I never know. I'll see a message thread pop up and it'll be someone saying, I want to introduce you to someone. Like, okay, Michelle this week introduced me to a beautiful lady on Facebook. I'm already inspired, excited, and so stoked to be connected to this other lady. And if I didn't know Michelle and we weren't working together, I would never know this other lady. Connections like that happen all the time. It's why I'm addicted to this. I'm a people person, if you couldn't tell, even though I'm an introvert. It's weird. I'm a people person from behind my computer. But I love meeting you. I love getting to know you, hearing your story, hearing what you've overcome already, being inspired by you. And when you guys have that attitude out there, it's going to open this whole world up to you of, oh my gosh, there's so many amazing people I have yet to meet. And we need to have that attitude even with the ones we have yet to connect with as clients or serve. Oh, today was a frustrating day. Nothing worked out. I got no sales, no leads, whatever, But I know tomorrow it's like I could open a Christmas present again of meeting someone, connecting with someone, getting encouraged by someone, encouraging someone else. It's just always that incredible possibility in front of us. All right. I feel like I'm missing something in my notes here, and I probably am. I probably just misplaced them, but those of you who know me, I wander. Okay. I have to share one last story about the impact that we make and why I call this a calling. So, first of all, I have to preface this with telling you these last few months have been some of the hardest for me personally in my health, which has greatly impacted my ability to work. And praise God, I'm coming out of it. I can feel that I'm coming out of it. And I've been doing much better for a couple weeks now. But before these last couple weeks, it's been really rough, which has impacted my income, which made income stuff rough. You guys know how it is. Something always impacts something else, right? Nothing is free of those other trials. And I've been really discouraged due to feeling like, oh my gosh, is this the end of it for me? Do I have to retire this thing? Do I have to stop now? I just want to reassure you the answer is definitely no. But the reason I'm leading up to this is to set the stage for this story. One of our most recent graduates out of our academy, the most incredible lady, I love her so much. She's our English student, by the way, has been coaching while she was finishing academy. She just recently graduated. And a lady that she coached, guys, just reached out to me this morning from England and said, you don't know me, but, and then went on to tell me the impact that this coach has made in her life, all the levels at which it has changed her. It makes me teary-eyed because I wish I could just show it word for word, but that would be, I don't want to reveal anybody's privacy. She said, I'm saying all this to you because I know that so many times we're doing the work we're doing and we don't realize how far-reaching the work that we're doing is. And she said, so I wanted to encourage you for how you have been in this coach's life, because by the things she learned with you guys in academy, heard from you personally, was encouraged by, she had seen this person grow. And she said, but then she took it and ministered to me from it. And then she went on to tell me how the other members of her family are impacted. That's why we do this work. That's why I know we're called to do this work. I needed that for my very dry, spirit from everything that's been going on these last few months. I needed to remember that what you're doing is so vital, so important, so needed. But that as I'm here to support and care for and equip and bring you the resources that you need to be able to do it, that is far-reaching too. And that woman changed me today. It was one of those. It was more than goosebumps. It was a pivot. It was a pivot, spiritually speaking. You guys know you've had those moments where you just heard the words you just needed to hear, or somehow God just confirmed something. So I had to share that with you because it speaks to you and what you're doing. If this coach hadn't been obedient in her calling, pursued what she's pursuing, and started coaching like this woman would still be untouched in that way. God wants to use you as a vessel. And there are people who are going to cross your path that only you can cross paths with. So that's why he's looking for you to step up and make a commitment to give this thing your best and do it with excellence and learn the things you need to learn and step into this thing and boldly walk it out. And if he's telling you to write something, you're going to have to write it. I didn't think I was going to be a writer. You're going to have to write it. I definitely didn't want to be a speaker. Erica can attest to that. I cried and cried. I had stomach pains for 3 days before every speaking engagement, every single one. No matter how many I held, I continuously had stress and strain over those speaking engagements. I didn't want to be a speaker, but God used me in those speaking engagements. He wants to do the same through you. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to speak only. I think he's going to show you which parts of these you're to do, like only he can. But it might be in the things that you don't exactly feel perfectly qualified for right now. I mean, let's think about Moses, oh, I'm not a very good speaker. Every time he was calling somebody to something important, they all had excuses. Gideon, Moses, so many guys in the Bible, girls and guys, they had excuses for why they couldn't step into it. Let's be listening to him, stepping into this thing. I'm here to equip and empower you to do that. And that's why we have, the programs that we have. I want to show you really quickly, and then I'm going to get to questions. I promise. Show you the programs we have. Hold on. Well, you guys probably saw the slide already where it talks about Academy. Okay, let me share it. Okay, so our next semester of Academy starts August 26th. So in 3.5 weeks, I just realized that 3.5 weeks, we start our next semester. Right now, our tuition is $1,000 off. So it's only $19.97 to join us. And that includes lifelong membership in the Academy with lifelong support through the hub. The page for it, I think Eric is going to be putting the page link in the chat. Okay. I am so sorry that I haven't been able to get into chat because I see you guys chatting. Hopefully you're chatting with each other too. This is great. I love this chat setup and this. I'm really liking this. Do you guys like this YouTube setup? How is it looking to you? Is everything coming through okay? When I share the screen, am I still coming through? And is audio good? Because if so, we're going to keep using this for our public stuff. I like it. Okay. What was I telling you? Oh, Academy. So we start Academy August 26th. If you aren't even needing or interested in something like this, guys, because I do realize this is my VIP offering to you, right? This is the top one. I have others, so I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But if this isn't for you, but you know someone who's looking for something like this, we are giving a $200 cash referral bonus. That means I send you $200 on PayPal or however I need to send it to you after your person signs up with us. So keep that in mind. Share about it. Erica, are you giving the link to Academy? Erica's going to give us a link to the Academy page for those who want to check it out. There's a virtual tour. All your questions are going to be answered on that page. I hope she's giving it. If not, I will come back in this chat and I will give you that link. Okay. Also, if you have not yet joined us, if you're new to us and you have not yet joined us in our free Facebook group, I wanted Erica to put that link there too. Erica, will you plop the Health Coaches on a Mission group link into the chat as well? That's a free group that everybody can be part of. And that's where you get to hear about all this stuff all the time. So training that I'm sharing, thoughts that you guys have, I have, mingling that we do, networking, all of that is in that group. Man. Erica, where are you? I'm wondering if it's just slow going in the chat, maybe on my end, but I will make sure you guys get these links. make sure you jump on our email list or comment and tag me or Erica that you need to so that you get all this stuff. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you is not in here. I did make a slide for Hub, but it's not in here. So that's interesting. So many of you that are here, it looks like, are our Hub members. So thank you. Thank you for being our founding Hub members. That is our 1-year-old, barely, support group. It is only $7 a month. It has a full portal of training, and we do fresh, refreshed training that we add every month. Sometimes templates, sometimes full training. And, oh man. If Erica can throw that link in there as well. Okay, you're posting all the links. So why are the links not showing up? Where are you posting them? When I look at the chat, they're not showing up. This is just so weird. So maybe I'm not seeing everything. Okay. So the Hub is our starter level support group. So thank you again, those of you who are in there. But if you are new to us, that's the place to start. It's kind of like a launch pad. Would you guys agree, Angie, and those of you who are in Hub? It's like a launch pad where you just get started, get your toes wet, figure out what you're trying to do with this. And then those of you who need more serious help or you're looking to move further, faster, you might look into our Success Circle, which is an upgrade from Hub. That one is $47 a month, and that's where I'm there live weekly. And we're having get-togethers, we're having Monday motivations, we're having training, live workshops. It's a really beautiful place. And that portal is about 2 to 3 times the size of the Hub portal. All right. No, we're not seeing any links. We can see you talking to us, Erica. I can see you saying, are you guys seeing anything? Is it because they think you're spam? Doggone it. We'll have to figure this out. We're going to have to figure this out, guys. I knew something would be something we'd have to figure out. Yeah, it's still small, but I'm hoping we grow, Angie. We've added a few members that haven't come in the group yet, but we're at like 55 Hub members now. So I'm really hoping we grow, but we will always keep that small, caring, warm feel. That I know. That I can guarantee. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to put the links into the description. That is a very good idea. Thank you, Michelle. So Erica, no stress. We will put the links into the description when we're done here, because obviously this will go up on our channel, I believe. So any questions that anybody needed answered before I let you go tonight? We have a few minutes left if you have time. Okay. Erica, was there any questions? I'm trying to scroll really fast. Shirley, I think this is a question from Shirley earlier on. I would love to know how to be part of another business like chiropractors, massage therapists, or other holistic professionals, where I would come to their office to health coach for their clients. So if they're not already looking to fill that role, and by the way, guys, I looked on my local Tucson Indeed yesterday to try and see even more openings here. And I saw some like that, Shirley. So the first thing I would do is go look on Indeed and LinkedIn to see if there's any existing openings. And then you need to make sure that you have a professional proposal in place. If you are proposing it to them, if it's not something they're already looking to fill and they already have an idea of what they want to pay and how often they want you coming in, if you're proposing it to them, what I did with proposals, like I proposed to a gym owner one time that I would come and teach nutrition and charge whatever for the classes and give him 25%. So you have to come up with a proposal if you're proposing it. But the first step, I think, should be go to LinkedIn, go to Indeed, and anything else like that. You could even just Google your local area. Health coach openings is what I did to find what I found today. So I was shocked at how many roles were out there for Tucson, Arizona, y'all, for health coaches and wellness entrepreneurs. All right. We can talk more in Success Circle, Shirley, about how to make that proposal. That is something I can help you with, at least in the design aspect, like getting, like, let's go to Canva together and find a template, you know? So we can definitely get into the nitty gritty of that in Success Circle. All right. Anybody else that I missed? Okay, Angie was putting some really good tips here in the chat. Angie, you're such a leader. I have to call her out. She is such an amazing peer leader. In Hub, the way you answer people when they're looking for peer input, chef's kiss. She just thoughtful, detailed, full answers that make so much sense. Angie, I appreciate you. I love you, girl. And I'm thankful to you and thankful for that kind of leadership, that peer leadership. But she's doing it here in the chat, y'all. So scroll down the chat because Angie Farmer's got some good information up here where she's talking about what we were talking about earlier with positions and using LinkedIn and leveraging that. Guys, am I missing anyone else for questions? I didn't see any others. Okay. I see what you said at the end, Angie. That's good. When you say a template would be great, are you talking about for the proposal? Just to make sure that I know what you mean. Because I think we could do a general proposal template. Okay, I can put one together for Hub. You guys invest. So it will be, you got to remember I did it like 8 years ago. So it'll be old, but I'll try to modernize it. I'll do my best to modernize it and I'll go to Canva and compare stuff and make sure it's good. Okay. All right. Well, we will go back into the description here. We will post all the links we talked about. Hub, the free group, Health Coaches on a Mission. But you can find us on Facebook. Just go to the search bar and put Health Coaches on a Mission and you will see our free group. But I want to make sure those of you who want to be on the list who aren't yet, that you get a chance to be on our list. So that will also be in the description. And just kind of a summary of what we talked about here. I just want to thank all of you for being here for our first YouTube Live. We did it, y'all. We did it. And my computer did it. And my systems did it. I'm so thankful. Oh, my goodness. I was so nervous. All right. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Angie. All right. Marion, I saw you say my name. Okay. Marion, thank you for being here. Michelle, Angie, other people that I don't know your name. I just know your business name. Whole Health. Shirley, so good to see you. It's been a while, girl. Trish, you were here. Thrive Health, that's Brenda. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. We'll be doing more of this kind of stuff. We've got that free challenge coming up the week of the 11th. You'll be getting emails. That's what another reason you want to be in our group and on our email list is we'll be talking about how to be a part of that. And those of you in Hub and Success Circle, we are doing a consistency challenge together in August. I'm excited about it. Rhonda reminded me today, not that I had forgotten. I just was so busy getting ready for this. So right after this, I'm eating, putting on my sweatshirt, t-shirt, and then I'm getting to work on that consistency challenge handouts so that you guys have what you need. There's going to be a tracking sheet, and we're going to work together on doing at least one task a day and talking to each other about it in the groups. All right, y'all. Thank you again for being here. Erica, thank you so much for your help. You are amazing. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Take care.